guys, this is Will from Will Likes Book Reviews, and today I'm doing a book review for Cinder by Marissa Meyer. So I finished this book last night, and I don't know, yesterday I was on page 142, and then by the end of the day I had it finished. So everything just went by so fast. This book was so easy to read. It didn't feel like you were trudging through mud trying to get to the end of it. Everything was just so nice. First about the book, I'm going to say I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. There's lots of reasons, and there are so many good things about this, so I'm going to go one by one. I'm going to start with the characters. Let's start with Lynn Cinder, or Cinder Lynn. I know in Asia, the story takes place in New Beijing, and I know in Asia the last names come first, so it's kind of confusing, but her name is Cinder Lynn, and she is the protagonist of this book, as described by the title, and I love her as a character. Like, I could not get enough of Cinder. She was so funny. She had the rudest comments to her ugly stepsister, and the care she had for her other stepsister was so great. Also, Cinder is a cyborg, which means she has like mechanical parts as depicted by the cover. Cyborgs in the New Beijing rural areas, like post-apocalyptic villages of New Beijing, cyborgs aren't liked by people. They're kind of like untouchables in India at the current times. And yeah, they're not liked. And Cinder is a cyborg, and she has like a mechanical foot, a mechanical hand, and she also has mechanical parts in her brain, but there's some details about that I'm not going to give away because I want you guys to read the book. There's a plague going around, and it's called something. Letumosis, that's what it's called. Letumosis. Something like that. It's called letumosis. And Peony, Cinder's sister, who's younger than her, she gets it, and it's pretty bad. It's not really a spoiler because you know pretty soon the book, but the details of the disease I'm not going to give away. But it does cause like purple spots to appear on your back randomly, and the people who get the disease are quarantined, and yeah, it's pretty bad. Prince Kai is also another character in this book. He comes to Cinder's like work shack because she's a vendor in New Beijing. He comes to her workplace and he needs his droid fixed. And Cinder, she doesn't know what's wrong with it at first, and she kind of gets sidetracked because her mom, Adri, sends her in to get quarantined, to get tested for the disease, even though clearly she doesn't have it, because Adri's the evil stepmother, and she's clearly kind of a... Also, Prince Kai's dad has the disease, and it's like a big struggle for Kai because he loves his dad, but also that means he will continue his father's role as emperor. The emperor of New Beijing at this moment is having struggles with Queen Levina, who is the queen of the Lunars, and the Lunars are people who live on the moon, and they're pretty evil people. I mean, they're like the cause of the spreading of this horrible disease. And he's trying to, like, compromise with Queen Levina because she's kind of evil and she can potentially destroy the planet Earth. And yeah, so Prince Kai's duty at this moment, he's kind of a pawn, like, should he get married to her? Will this cause problems? I don't want to get married to the queen. Yeah. The main plot of the story is once Adri sends Cinder to be like checked for the disease after Peony gets it in the junkyard, Dr. Erlin finds something very special about Cinder and means of cure of the disease. And it's very cool. And I don't want to spoil anything because there's so much I could spoil. There's so much that happens in this book, but it's all really good. And it's only like 387 pages, I think. And it was just such an easy read. It went really fast and I loved it. So I want you guys to check it out. I gave Cinder a 4 out of 5 stars because clearly this is a starter novel for the series. I'll show you here in the front of the book. It talks about the future books. Scarlet came out this year, 2013. Crest is coming in 2014, and Winter is coming in 2015. And clearly this is written as the first book of the series. I mean, I really liked it, and there was big climactic actions, and it was great, and I loved it. And the ending was just like... Things I really liked about this book is the romance that was ensued into the book wasn't unbearable. I mean, it's not like Twilight or Breaking Dawn or anything horrible like that, or like unbearable because you're a guy. Like, I had seen book reviews for this, and I could tell it was romance, but it wasn't that bad. I really liked it. And also, one thing I liked was the violent actions. Like, once Queen Levina comes down, she's kind of sick. She, like, has these mind powers. She can, like, control people with her brain and, like, make them do what she wants. Kind of like a dark Castor from Beautiful Creatures. Kind of made that connection there. And so, yeah, I really like that about this book. It was really cool, the things Queen Levina can do with her brain. Some of you may know I'm going to Europe next Friday, so I have 2 books that I am anticipating to read. I'm going to read Ruby Red by Kristen Gear, and I've heard lots of good things about it from Kat O'Keefe from Catty-tastic, which I will link below or in an annotation somewhere. And I'm also going to read The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Both of these books are, like, have gotten really good reviews, and Catty-tastic, I also think, has read The Fault in Our Stars. Maybe not, but I know some other book reviewers, like Poland Bananas Books has done this, and I will link her below too. I'm reading Ruby Red this week because it's shorter, and then next week I'm going to read The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and so that'll be 2 books in 2 weeks, and then after that I am going to read The Host by Stephanie Meyer while I'm in Europe, because apparently our teacher said there's going to be a lot of free time, and so I'm picking like a 600-page book to read in Europe, and it just happens to be The Host. And I am looking forward to see the movie. I might annotate the trailer here or here, but I'm going to post a link to the trailer because you guys have to see that too. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and I will be talking to you very soon with those books, and I will be also posting a video of my travels through Europe. We're going to England, Scotland, and Wales. So yeah, I'll post a video montage of all sorts of pictures and videos and all that good stuff. So yeah, subscribe to my channel or like this video or subscribe up here. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe!